Spoonie, Spoonie, the useless cook who makes tasty treats. Hey, Spoonie, what you making today?
Hello! Today, I'm going to show you how to make bone broth. Beef bone broth, to be exact. So, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing here, you got some bones, you got your veggies, just an onion, carrots, and some celery. The simple thing here is just cut it all in half. Just going to cut it in half, we're not going to do anything fancy here. You don't do anything fancy cutting. As you see here. What we want to do here, we want to roast it. I'm putting it in the bottom of my oven, close to the flame. Just try to roast everything all together. Now it didn't work out too well because it's, it isn't very close. And, it did kind of singe in some other vegetables. You just could keep rotating it around. That's what I kept doing. I didn't think about it at the time, but what I should have done was just put it on the flame directly, but whatever. Anyway, put it in the pot. You're going to scrape off all the fat and whatnot and marrow that melted into the bottom of the pan. You're going to add your water. You don't want to add salt or anything at this time. Now we're going to set the pressure cooker for 60 minutes, and then we're going to leave it and go to bed. And in the morning, we're going to have this. And everything should have gave it up that it should have. And you're going to put it in containers and let it sit in the fridge at least for 8 hours. So go to work or hang out. This is what you want. And after the 8 hours, sit in the fridge, you should have this. It's just fat on top floating around. And what you want to do here is start scooping up that fat. You want to take that fat right off. Yeah. Now you could skip this step if you don't mind having all the fat in it. Or if you use bones with a lot more collagen in it, the fat is going to be mixed in with the collagen, so it's be kind of hard to get out at this stage. And there you go, you got all that fat, and that's good fat. You don't want to waste it, so you can save it for cooking later. That's what I do. Now what we're gonna do here, we want to bring this to a simmer, so everything's melted. So all the fat that's left over, that's melted, and all the collagen and all the gelatin's melted. All the good stuff you want to keep. See, it looks kind of clear. We're just going to turn it through a filter just to smooth it out a bit. Now you can skip this step as well if you don't mind it being a bit more not as smooth, but it's fine too. I like to filter it out at least once. I'm not going to go all crazy and do what the French do with consomme and make a raft, because that's way too much. It takes too much flavor out. So I'm just going to filter it through some cheesecloths. Or if you don't have a cheesecloth, paper towel's fine. Or a coffee filter works too. Now we'll put him back in the pot. What you want to do here is bring it to a boil, because we're going to reduce it down to at least half if you want to eat it straight like this. But what I'm doing is making a concentrate. So we're going to concentrate it down until it's barely like less than half. That's what we want. You want less than half. Yeah, see, it's going boil. Now what I'm going to do is a two-pot method. So you get the first pot to a boil, you get the second pot hot, and you slowly scoop in spoonful at a time until it gets, and you slowly add one spoonful and as it reduces down, and another spoonful. And you just keep doing that over. And I'm scraping the sides here to get the bits off, the brown bits, because the brown bits is where the flavor is at. That's what you want. You want to keep the brown bits in the water. You want to keep reducing it down until you get about halfway. When it's about halfway, it's good enough to consume by itself. But like I said, I'm making a concentrate, so I'm going to go even half. So I'm going even beyond that. Now I have not added any salt. You want to add salt at the end when you're ready to eat it, or when you're about to store it, because I did forget at the end to record me adding salt. So there's that. Yeah. But yeah, you do want to add salt at the end to taste, because that's up to you how much salt you want to add. You do want to add salt though, because without salt it's just going to taste bland, boring. And after you got it reduced down to how much you want it, you're going to store it. That's why they went from 2 containers down to 1. Now I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the food. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.